Hey YouTube, Wolfforce here. So I keep getting comments on my How I Butcher My Rabbits videos, and I'm getting tired of repeating myself and typing out comments, so I'm just going to make a video that I can give people a link to instead. So get straight into this. First, if you click on my video about how I butcher my rabbits and then you get mad because I show how I butcher my rabbits, that's 100% on you. Stop watching videos that you clearly don't want to watch. Okay? Nobody's forcing you to watch this. If they are, tell me how I can help you or something because that's terrible. But I'm not a big YouTuber. I highly doubt YouTube would recommend this video. I'm pretty sure it has a maturity warning on it. Stop watching it if you don't want to watch it. Point number two. For people commenting, saying how, oh, I could never do this to my rabbit. They're so sweet. I love them. Nobody's asking you to kill your rabbits. Like, I don't understand why people keep commenting this. Duh. Yeah, if your rabbit's a sweetheart, don't kill them. That would be like me saying, "Oh, I saw that the shelter euthanizes cats. I would never kill my cat though." No, duh, that's a given. Okay? And this is probably going to blow your guys' minds, but when I had sweet rabbits I don't have rabbits anymore. I'm getting ready to move. But if I had a sweet one, I wouldn't kill it. I would either keep it to be a breeder, or when I eventually had too many rabbits and my husband got mad at me, I would actually just rehome them. I would either sell them as pets or give them away or sell them as breeders and be like, hey, this is a really sweet rabbit. Here's the genes. They didn't get killed. They stayed. If they were sweethearts, they stayed. Don't kill sweet animals, period. That's just wrong. So point number three. No, I don't kill literally anything for fun. The rabbits certainly, but literally anything. I have an herb garden that I started growing that I have a hard time picking herbs from because I feel bad for the plants. My house has a black widow problem in the garage because I refuse to kill them. Much to my husband's dismay, he's the kind of squish on sight kind of person where I'm sitting there going, well, is the black widow really doing us any harm? Like, I don't like killing the animals, okay? I don't take pleasure in killing things. And most people who raise animals, they'd agree. They say, killing them, that's the worst day. If you go to any board out there where there's a new person asking, like, hey, I'm getting ready for my first butchering, a lot of people will comment saying, oh, it's the worst part. It does not get easier. You just kind of learn to cope with it, basically. So, no, I don't like killing animals. So then, why do I kill animals? This is going to be the most involved thing. So, long answer, okay? TLDR, it's because I'm holding myself accountable. Getting into it, going to the grocery store, it's very easy to just go in, go to the meat section, pick out meat, go to the cash register, and pay for it. Okay? You don't even have to think about the fact that you're eating a dead animal. When you have to, do all the steps of raising your own meat, it's a lot of work. And I feel, I'm not a vegan. I've never been a vegan, and I don't plan on ever being a vegan. Unless someone wants to make me a meal plan that will give me all my nutrients and not set off any of my sensitivities or allergies, and also be ethically sound because there are some ethical practices I just don't support. I care about people too, then yeah, I'm not going to be a vegan. So if I'm going to eat my meat, I feel like I should have to earn that. And raising my own meat has severely cut back on my meat consumption because I know the cost of that meal. I know not just, I'm not talking about the money cost. I'm talking about the time, the effort, and the lives that went into that. So okay, think about this. All right. When you raise an animal, I had to build my lean-to, built the enclosure that held my cages. I built my cages from scratch. I had to get all the supplies that go inside of those cages, like the feeders and the waterers and the extra waterers that have the heated bottoms so they don't freeze in winter. And I had to make inserts to be the for bedding for nests. I have to buy hay. I have to buy feed. I have to make sure that they have access to clean water. I have to go out there and change the water and feed. I have to buy medicine. I have to buy preventative medicine. I have to buy toys. I have to replace those toys. I have to replace those toys again. You get the picture. I have to provide enrichment for them. I have to make sure that they have fans and frozen ice cubes and treats and everything in the summer when it's hot. I had to make sure that they had plenty of hay and protection from the weather and tarps when it was cold or wet. Make sure that they're not getting wet. I have to make sure at all times that they're safe from predators. One day I walked out and there was just a huge, beautiful garter snake on my cages heading straight for a nest full of newborn kits that he could have very easily put in his mouth. Like, you have to go out there every day. You have to spend a lot of time working with these animals. You don't do that for something you hate. You do that for something you love and care about, okay? I've always been a person who has had a lot of animals, or at least one at all times. I don't raise them because I hate them. I raise them because I love them. A lot of people who raise animals for meat love those animals, okay? We don't spend every waking moment making sure that our animals not just survive, but that they thrive and reproduce and are healthy and, have good meat and all that stuff, but that they're doing well because we hate them. We do it because we really care about them. We love them, and we love that we get to see them every day and interact with them every day. I got to hold rabbits every day and hold babies. It's great. It's awesome. Um, but there, yeah, and then I have to take this animal that I love, that I've raised from a baby and spent so much time worrying over and taking care of and making sure it's okay, and then I have to kill it. It's not easy. It's very hard, emotionally speaking. Not only is, like, when I had chickens, I couldn't do it because the way that we'd butcher the chickens, I had to have my husband do it. And when we got the rabbits, he said, I am not doing this. I am not killing that. That is just too cute. I can't do it. And so I became my responsibility. Hey, if I want to eat this meat, I have to do it myself. So it holds me accountable. For me, that's the biggest thing. There's also the aspect of I know where my meat comes from. I know that these animals only had one bad day. I know that they did not suffer. Maybe having the snake on the cage was probably stressful. There was another time that my dog did get over there and he opened two of the cages. That was probably stressful. And then one rabbit who got sick, having to medicate him stressed him out. Certainly, he did not like that. He was a very sweet boy. Um, but yeah, we do our best to make sure that these animals live good lives. That's a big reason people start raising their own meat. Not just so they know, okay, well, I know it doesn't have growth hormones. I know it wasn't eating garbage. It's so I know that this animal lived a good life. So that's why I got into raising meat. It's holding me accountable. I know these animals live good lives. I know where my food comes from. And when it comes to doing what's best for the environment, eating local is the number one thing you can do. Supporting smaller farms is the number one thing to help stop, we have massive use of pesticides. We have fragmentation of natural habitats. We have the transportation and everything that goes into that. When you harvest on a large scale, you're using a lot of resources. And there's also a lot of problems with how we treat workers. Whereas when I'm killing my own meat, I'm on my own clock. I'm not someone who's being taken advantage of so we can have low food prices. And anyone who says that they're raising their own meat to save money, unless they're doing it like to an exact T, kind of a science, put in a lot of research, they're not. Okay, it costs a lot more to raise your own meat than it does to just buy it at the store. So that's the why. And why rabbits specifically? Um, my property is too small to to legally own livestock. So, like, even chickens are illegal for me. So, rabbits were the only meat animal I could raise if I wanted to do my own meat. Not only that, but rabbits, they're just a really easy option to go with. They live in cages that keeps them sanitary. They don't have paw pads or anything. No, the wire does not hurt their feet. It keeps them out of their own poop and their own pee and keeps them away from pests. It's actually a very good way to raise rabbits. And so the legal side, and also rabbits, they reproduce quickly. You get the fur from them in addition to the meat. You don't get eggs, but oh well. I'm not a huge egg eater anyway. They're very quiet. They're very clean animals. Their poop is great for gardens or if you want to raise worms. They make a lot of sense. They're actually a really good meat animal to raise if you're looking at raising meat. So this video is getting long. Let's wrap it up. I think that's pretty much all the questions I get. For people who just want to call me a murderer and whatever, I just want you to know you're not changing what I'm going to be doing my whole life. I'm going to do what I'm going to do. And if you want to change my opinion, show me a better way to do things, okay? I'm doing this because I believe this is the best way for me to do what I want to do. So that's all I got to say. This is a long video. Sorry, guys. But thank you for listening. And if you have any other questions, I guess I'll just start typing them out from now on. Thank you. Bye-bye.